sweet surrender. Alive again. Your heart is so much. I need you to breathe again. You have been holding so much. I need you to breathe again. Your heart is so much. I need you to breathe again. You have been holding so much. I need you to breathe wait. We found a place safe. Hold on. We've come so far, but you've always been my home. I know it's dark, 'cause one of us just let it go. Will you let go? Let it go. Will you let go? In my heart. Will you let go? Let it go. Will you let go? If I can count on you. We've come so far, but you've always been my home. I know it's dark, 'cause one of us just let it go. Will you let go? Let it go. Will you let go? In my heart. Will you let go? Let it go. Will you let go? If I can count on you. Will you let go? If I can count on you. Just let go. If I can count on you.
Got a golden invitation, gonna turn my life around. It's a shine. I've been waiting for a night like this to prove them wrong. I'm done standing in line. Now it's my time to shine. The day has come. I got a fake smile, making a good time, thinking that everyone should care that I just walked in here. Thought it was something better than nothing, 'cause it was all inside my head, 'cause no one even knows my name. 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 One day they will see when all eyes are on me, they will know my name someday. Wow. Tell me like I didn't know, talking to people I don't know. Get me home to be alone, then repeat it. Another life where I get it wrong. God, it feels like a lifetime. Yeah, someone else can sing our song. 'Cause can't really do this anymore. 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 Can't really do this You tell me like I didn't know. I'm breaking the rocks here on my own. And to that hole that I'll go home. I'm defeated. Another life where I get it wrong. God, this feels like a lifetime. Yeah, someone else can sing your song. In the dark, in the lights, sit my friends. 'Cause I don't wanna do this anymore. Can't really do this anymore. Can't really do this anymore. Can't really do this anymore.
let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I apologise for the delay, but thank you for waiting. Anthony Yoffer is my name. I'm president of the Finke Desert Race and I was event director for this weekend. And it's fabulous to see you all here. I hope you had a great weekend. Is that the case? That's good to hear. We're running a little bit late tonight. We had one straggler we couldn't find. Found out then he had a DNF and he headed back west. And we found out at 7 o'clock. But that's good. He's safe. We're safe. I'm just a little bit late. Firstly, I'd like to, for those that are watching on the stream, tonight's presentation night is brought to you by TAB. And if you're watching on the stream, please have a look out for all the different classes and the outrights, and that will run through over about the next 2 to 2.5 hours. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge our major sponsors, the Lottery Corporation. Everyone knows them as Tatts. It's the Tatts Finke Desert Race, and they have been a sponsor of ours and naming rights sponsor since 2000. So that's an outstanding effort, and shortly we'll hear from one of their senior staff. So Matt Hart and Ali Ramsamy are here from Tatts tonight. I'd like to acknowledge Michael Smith, who is the Director of Motorsport at Motorsport Australia, and his counterpart, Tony Hines, who's the Manager of Legal and Risk at Motorcycling Australia. So we've got some senior people up here this year that have supported us, particularly over the last 10 months with some of the changes we had to make. I'd also like to thank David Stewart from Motorsport Australia. I'm sure many of you will know David. He crewed for Randall Gregory back in 1995. David's been around for quite a long time. He was in the race control with me. And I'd also like to thank the other officials that helped across the weekend. Our event medical team, St John Ambulance, got the gold stamp from Motorsport Australia. Their medical plan was outstanding. And the 59 people from St John Ambulance that worked across the weekend ensured that everyone was safe across the weekend, and those that were unfortunate enough to have an injury were brought back to Alice Springs. It's pretty good news that we didn't have any major injuries this year or any serious injuries, which is good, but we had about 20 or so that were brought back into Alice Springs. I'd also like to acknowledge Craig Garraway. There'll be some of you out there that Craig has stuck a green stick in your mouth, a green whistle. He's been part of the St John's team for 20 years, and he's a top fella, so a special thanks to Craig Garraway. I'd like to acknowledge the Northern Territory Government through the Northern Territory Major Events Company. They provide funding to our events, and this year gave us an additional amount of funding for safety, which is something we put an enormous effort into this year. Spectator safety has been a big focus of ours since the tragedy of 2021. There's been a lot of work done behind the scenes, development of a comprehensive spectator management safety plan. Part of that included running out 15 kilometres of bunting, the no-go area. Some of you may have seen that when you're racing down south. Hopefully you're on this side of it. 1,000 star pickets have been knocked in over the last couple of weeks. Over 150 signs down the Old South Road, predominantly between Alice Springs and the 80 kilometre mark, encouraging people to stay back from the track. We had 14 spectator safety marshals dotted along at various camps, and their team leader, Jen Hamilton, that clocked up hundreds of kilometres over the weekend dealing with recalcitrant spectators, those that seem to think they have a right to cross the track whenever they like, or get up as close as they can to the action. Bushfires NT, or the Alice Springs Bushfire Volunteer Brigade, supported that, as did NT Police. So our spectator effort I thought was significant, and there were, as far as I am aware, there were no spectator safety incidents. The 20-metre spectating recommendation and the 30-metre for caravans, camps, tents, cars was pretty well followed, particularly in this first 70 k's to Deep Well, and we had lots of people roaming around to make sure that that was adhered to. And I'm very pleased to say that where I was staying out at 20 k's, that was certainly the case. The town has been a party for the last week, and I'm sure everyone has noticed that. How many people went to the street party? 3? No, that's good. There must have been 5,000 people in the centre of Alice Springs on Thursday night for the street party. That was sponsored by the Alice Springs Town Council in conjunction with the night markets. That's a cracking event. And to Mitch Van Vliet and his team, they did a great job. The crowd was just spectacular. They loved the event, and we hope that we will continue that. So congratulations, boys. You couldn't get a bed in town in the last week, as I'm sure most of you will know. All the hotels and motels were full. Caravan parks were full. The showgrounds had 1,500 people staying in them, over 350 sites, which is something we haven't seen before. So for a population of around 27,000, our population this weekend has headed up towards 40,000, which is a staggering number for this event. We're extremely proud of this event. I've been involved on the committee for 22 years. I've got to say I love it, and I'll be back. The event brings in $10 million plus into Alice Springs from outside. 90% of our competitors come from outside of Alice Springs. They bring crew numbers that spend money. We have media, we have grey nomads that coincide their trip north with a trip through Alice Springs and then push on north for the V8s. To our commentary team this year, we had a fabulous commentary team along with presenters and the production team, some of whom are here tonight. I thought this year's presentation and stream was first class, so I'd like you to acknowledge them, please. And most importantly, something we always forget to do, and I certainly do, I'd like to acknowledge my family. My wife Trish and my 2 daughters Kate and Ainsley. First time we've all been together for 5 or 6 years at Finke. We're all interstate and travelling around, so it was great for them to be here, and they're the ones that are the backbone for me. So thank you to them and everyone else's partners. A couple of housekeeping things for the evening. As most people would know, there's no smoking in the building. There's a courtyard outside, which is the smoking area. They have heaters and audio coverage out there. The toilets are located in the hallway. The emergency exits are lit. The Ellery room next door has the bar and food for those of you that haven't found it. Is there anyone that hasn't found the bar? I didn't think so. There'll be a live feed through to each of those rooms. For the presentation tonight of trophies, can I have the punters come up from this side, please? I've got steps on the left. Actually, you can come up from either side, but there are photos to be taken over here on my right once you've received your trophies. In rounding that out now, I'd like to call on Matt Hart from Tatts, or the Lottery Corporation, to say a few words. Can you please welcome Matt Hart?
Hi everyone. So my name's Matt from The Lot, and what a cracking event. Did you enjoy it? That was a bit weak. Did you enjoy it? There we go. You're still here. That's good. That's good. No, it was an absolutely cracking event. And it's funny, so my colleague and I, Ali, we actually, in the lotteries world, we're used to calling winners and talking to lottery winners. I'm not sure if there's any of those here tonight, but you're certainly the competitors. You are winners in a league of your own. We have had a cracking time, and maybe you'll get a lottery call at one point. Who knows? But I hope you enjoyed the event, and I hope you're also, especially the competitors, really proud of the event, because I can only imagine the commitment, the stamina and the courage just to get you to the start line, let alone to Finke and back. So that has been truly extraordinary. So Tatts, we've been here for over 20 years, and it's part of our commitment to the community, and it's just been amazing to see this event evolve into this world-class event that's watched from around the world and around the globe. It's just phenomenal, and a real credit to everyone involved. Now, confession time. This is actually my first time in Alice and my first time at the Tatts Finke Desert Race, which begs the question, what was I doing with my life up until now? Not sure, but it has been amazing. So I would like to take a moment to just thank the organisers, the volunteers, the landowners, the competitors, the spectators, everyone, because what an incredible success. So a big round of applause for those people. And finally, just a big congratulations to our 2022 Kings of the Desert. And most importantly, a big congratulations to all of you for making the 2022 Tatts Finke Desert Race such a success. Have a great night. You deserve it. See ya.
Thanks, Matt, and thanks, Ali. We'll have Matt and Ali back. We'll have Ali stay just for a moment. We're just going to mix the night up a little bit. So I'm going to go right to the end, which is probably the most important part for the bike section, because I know someone else has a pressing appointment. So the outright winners in the bike category, and you'll all understand this in a few minutes. In third place, on bike number 2, in a time of 3 hours and 38, is Jack Simpson. We've got to pump this up a bit. Third place, Jack Simpson.
Cheers, thanks, bud. No, you're all right. You're all right. Thank you.
I'm actually.
We used to be friends.
Another Finke down. I'd like to thank the whole OBR crew. Smoothie Motorsport, I couldn't have come back from the US and raced without those guys. Monster Energy, TuneTech suspension, he had my bike on rails all weekend. Michelin tyres. We had SP Moto seats for the cushion and for my butt. Caleb for helping me out with Moto X mechanics. That's weird. Sorry. Who else? I thank my dad for all the micromanagement. I've been in the States since December last year, and he helped organise, I got 3 bikes there, all identical. The parts, it's a mission itself. The Simford crew for their pit stops. Couldn't have done it without those guys. And hope everyone had a good Finke, and well done to everyone.
Fantastic. Great young fella, Jack. Good on you, Jack. In second place, the outright fastest bike. He's done this before. Number 9, in a time of 3 hours 38.09, Jacob Smith.
First off, I just want to thank Dave Swartz, Adrian Channing. Those two guys pretty much fund our whole program. No factory support whatsoever, so without those guys, we wouldn't be here. So thanks very much to Chano and Dave. You put a lot of work in. Thanks very much. And to my mechanic, Jake, we're going on 15 years now of been racing together. Wouldn't want to have anyone else by my side. And this trophy is a lot of your work, mate, behind the scenes. We had a smoking bike this year, so thanks very much for your help. I want to say thank you to all the guys at the fuel stops, to my mum and dad for coming here. They've been on a trip for 3 months and turned up to Finke, and Dad ended up at a fuel stop, so thanks for that, Dad. To some personal sponsors, Troy Lee Designs, Lust Industries, Funnel Web Filters, ODI Grips. Those guys at Lusty have backed me for a long time now, so big thanks to Johnny and the crew there. To Greenie at GDR Suspension, that bike was unbelievable all weekend, had no issues, so big thanks to you, mate, for all your help. Everyone that supports the event, to Walshy, you're one bad dude down this track, mate. There was, you come past me at 55 Ks with your hand off the bars and full wedged, it was next level, so you deserve the win, and yeah, thanks very much for everyone's support, and maybe we'll see you next year, who knows.
He's a lovely bloke. They're all lovely blokes, but Jacob's a really lovely bloke. Nothing else in that. And our winner tonight, the fastest bike, goodness gracious, starting on the second grid on day one, he sent a blistering time. And then to bring it home today, probably Alice Spring's favourite son, number one in first place in 3 hours and 35 minutes, David Walsh.
It's the name, involved with the chain. Turn up for the watch, crazy plain Jane. Lamborghini chain, rest in peace of my superior. Every man's looking for the village in Liberia. DMT, taking pictures, causing mad hysteria. Mama see me on BET and started tearing up. I'm start killing niggas, how you get that trash? I attended Harlem picnics where you risked your life. Uncle used to see him work, selling nicks at night. I was only 8 years old, watching Nick at night. Uncle Sucker was in that bathroom. Knife through his guts, oh daddy don't cut him. Suicidal thoughts crossing me with no advisory. He was rich and Tony selling beans, mad ivory. Grandma had that arthritis in her hand. She was popping pills like rappers in society.
Firstly, sorry for stuffing around the order tonight. We've got a bit going on at home, so I'll get through all the sponsors here first. HMG, KTM Australia Desert Team, Ozcon NT, best builders in town apparently. MotorX, WP, Michelin, JTR, Topline Seats, Steg Pegs, Vortex, Custom MX, EK Chains, Super Sprox, Twin Air, IMS, Acerbis, Alpine Stars, Oakley and Pod, GDR Suspension, Taylor Security, GGS, Glass and Aluminium, Carusi Motorsports, Apro Motorsports, Blizzard's Kitchen, and Kate, Kaylee, Sophie and Jack. I've had a lot of people support me. You can't do this race without support and family, friends, whoever it may be. I wouldn't be here without you all. And Carusi, you've been a big part of this, so thanks heaps, mate. Greenie, your suspension's second to none, and it really proved down the track. There was some pretty nasty holes we hit, and the bike was amazing. So thanks heaps for that. And enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your bike champions for 2021.
She said that I'm cool. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in G-O-D, don't believe in T-H-O-T. She keep playing me dumb, I'ma play it for fun. Y'all don't ain't on my mental, let me give you the picture like stencil. Falling out in a drought, no flow rain was pouring out. See the pain was all around, see my mode was kinda loud. Didn't know which way to turn, flow was cool but I still felt burned. Energy up, you can feel my surge, I'ma kill everything like the Spurs. With this shit on the frame, but I know I don't blame everything that I say, man, I see you deflate. Let me elevate this, ain't a prank if you walking on a plane. La 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 la, pass the baton, back in the mouth, spinning the pool, can't do tomorrow. Wanna
There's a piece of mine, a piece of sign. Can you please read between the lines? My rhymes are glad to break your spine. They say that I'm so fine. You can never match my grind. Please do not waste my time. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call it mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put this shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call it mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put this shit in slow motion. Ay. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean.
Yeah, congratulations to the three outright bike riders. And Dobby, I hope Kate's watching that on the stream. David didn't mention it. For those of you who are wondering, he's about to be a father again, possibly this evening. I think I said 2021. I'm a bit tired tonight. I do apologise. 2022. I'd like to acknowledge our platinum sponsors for this event. Lassiter's Hotel Casino, the Northern Territory Government, the Alice Springs Town Council, Imparja Television, Forex, Central Comms, Method Race Wheels, and of course TAB, who are our presentation night sponsor. They are our platinum sponsors. I'd also like to acknowledge my committee. Kelsey Branford, who is our Vice President. She became Vice President, or she joined the committee when I became President in 2002. That's a long stint. Emma Williams, our Secretary. Leanne Southam, our Treasurer. Glenn Orick, who's been down at Finke. He just texted me just as I was walking in saying he's just leaving Finke now. He's cleaned up the campground. He'll be back at midnight. Josh Clark, Sally Priest, Daniel Sawyer, Tammy Hargrave, and Tracy Meekings, who is our admin manager. Thank you to my team that helped put this on. I'd also like to acknowledge the Finke ambassadors this year, who were sponsored by Core Art and Design, and a Desert Wave Surf Shop here in Alice Springs. And the ambassadors will be supporting us this evening for the presentation of trophies. Pardon me. Our gold sponsors, Ram Hire, whose machinery we use to prepare the racetrack over 226 k's. Chubb, Exact Contracting, who provided the toilet block amongst other things down at Finke Checkpoint. Anyone use the toilet block up near Race Control down at Finke? You can thank Exact for that. And of course Telstra. Okay, the first of the classes we're going to present tonight is the Extreme 4-Wheel Drive class.
Extreme 4-Wheel Drive. Highly modified 4-wheel drive, not exceeding 6,000 cc for petrol engines and 7,200 cc for diesel engines.
Okay, Class 8, the Extreme 4-Wheel Drive. In third place, car number 844, the team of Joshua Nourish and Ben Jones in a time of 4 hours 50. In second place, car 886, the team of Michael Dolan and Peter Morris in a time of 4 hours and 34. And our champions in Class 8 this year, car 818, in a time of 3 hours and 35 minutes, over an hour ahead, team of Hayden Bentley, Hannah Bentley, Viv Coe and Sam Bentley.
Let's do it. I ain't fall off, I just ain't release my new shit. I blew up, now everybody tryna sue me. Call me Nas, but the hood call me Doobie. For the champions, I ain't lost since I've been told you long ago, on the road, I got what they're waiting for. I'll run from nothing, go catch your soul, just tell them ain't laying low. You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up at the top, I wanna hear you say, can't run from nothing, go catch your soul.
Thank you, Yoff. Thanks, everyone. What a great weekend. Thank you to all the organisers, all the helpers, all the crowd for doing the right thing. I think it's the best the track's ever been as far as people, which was awesome. So thanks to all my crew, mostly Viv here, who busts his ass helping us for weeks on end to do this event and all weekend. As we all know, it's a huge task. Thank you to Toyo Tyres, Racer, Fortin, Coase Auto, Jamie Neal, who prepares all our transmissions, does an amazing job. So there's too many to list them all, but thank you, everyone. Hope everyone had a great weekend, and I think we'll see you again.
You guys can head off that way for a photo. And that is your Class 8 Extreme 4-Wheel Drive class winners. And I should have mentioned that the winner of Class 8 there is two-time King of the Desert, Hayden Bentley. We're going to have a short break and we'll be right back.
Looking good, race 5. Bailey's Burger Joint might not look like much, but it's here where I experience the greatest racing live from across Australia and around the world. With Play Central on the Tab app, you get unlimited access to Sky 1, Sky 2 and Thoroughbred Central. And you can bet whilst you watch, anywhere you like, even with a double patty and a side of fries. The special isn't bad either. Play Central, only on the Tab app.
Tab, long may we play.
Okay, we're going to keep moving tonight along fairly quickly. And next up, the production 4-wheel drive class.
Production 4-wheel drive. Production 4-wheel drive not exceeding 6,000cc for petrol engines and 7,200cc for diesel engines.
Okay, in the production 4-wheel drive class, it's pretty rare I'm not presenting this to Jeff Pickering tonight, but we have a new champion and the only finisher in the Class 7, production 4-wheel drive class, and in a time of 6 hours and 54 minutes, car 778, Jody Allen and Daniel Gitcham.
say a massive thank you to everyone that was involved in Finke, and thank you to Clayton's Towing for their major sponsorship of our vehicle. And thanks for a great weekend.
In the night I lie and look up at you. When the morning comes I watch you rise.
Congratulations to our production class winners and only finishers in that class. Next up, we've got the Extreme Two-Wheel Drive class.
Extreme Two-Wheel Drive. Highly modified two-wheel drive, not exceeding 6,000cc for petrol engines and 7,200cc for diesel engines.
Okay, the Extreme Two-Wheel Drive class, commonly referred to as the trophy trucks, chock full of talent, this class, and that's no different in the podium finishes. In third place, in a time of 3 hours and 39 minutes, car 410, Greg Gartner, Jamie Jennings and Mark Hannaford. In second place, just 2 minutes ahead, in a time of 3 hours 37 minutes, car 447, the team of Brent Smoothie and Reece Burgess. And our champions in the Extreme Two-Wheel Drive class, in a time of just 3 hours and 21 minutes, Toby Price and Jason Duncan.
Hey guys, it's unreal to be back out here again and have the presentation, and big thanks to the Finke committee and everyone putting the event on, and all the volunteers for doing the work. It's been a really good event, this one, so have a good bit of rain, a bit of moisture, and hopefully everyone had a good run and had a safe run down there. So just want to thank John Vance. He's here with us this year. We ran the truck last year and were able to get a win, so he always promised me that he would build me a truck that would win the Finke race, and we've been able to do that 2 years in a row now, so massive big thanks to John for that. Want to thank this man behind me, Duncan. He's a crazy man to jump in with me and go for the run, but he's also from SDG and made the truck work extremely well down through the track. So want to thank Brian, also from the USA, working at Tisco. He flew over and prepped the truck, made sure everything was all good and ready to go. Big thanks to my mum and dad, as usual. They've always been there and done all the work. Dad drives the truck and does all in behind the scenes stuff, so big thanks there. Red Bull and Mitsubishi for their support. To get that Triton Trophy truck up the front again has been a dream come true. Want to also give a big mention to Albin's gearboxes. They brought another spare gearbox out all the way from Melbourne, drove 22 hours, so I cannot thank you guys enough to support our program and keep us all going. I want to thank PWR radiators. They kept us cool the whole way through. Probably took about 20 kilometres to get the truck up to temperature, so it's they're definitely working. Ray from Dugan's Race Engines finally got an engine to hold together. He did a great job, and we had no issues coming in this time. So all Motec guys, Fox Shocks, BF Goodridge, Method Race Wheels, thank you for your support. Can-Am, Bluntstone, Kiwana Signs, and Alpine Group, Dave, Maddie, Ainsley. Want to thank Pete, Lizzie, Maddie for all the work that they do, and Dave. Looking forward to running with Paul Wheel in the USA. So Team USA is going to try and see if we can take down a Baja 1000, so should be some fun. Cheers.
And they are our trophy truck champions for 2022.
Tell me how you feel. Looking like a movie star doing it for reals. Looking like a snack, looking like a whole meal. Gucci and Chanel with your red bottom heels. Ice drip like Bonnie. Barney già tu meri Rani. Shawty bad, she my divani Mastani. Light it up from Hollywood to Mohali. Dasher and Derulo, it's a worldwide party. I know that you wanna get crazy, crazy. Shawty take it slow, then trippy. Come on, baby, be my jalebi. You know what I'ma say? Hey, baby, let me see it. I just wanna eat it. Baby, let me see it. Oh, I really need it. Oh, baby, let me see it. I just wanna eat it. Jalebi, I know the things that you like.
Old trophy truck podium boys having a bit of fun down there with photographs. Congratulations, 2 King of the Deserts in that group previously, and you'll hear some more about another one tonight. Our silver sponsors for the 2022 Tatts Finke Desert Race include Alice Equipment Hire, Complete Fencing, Desert Tech, APJ Concrete, the Alice Plaza Shopping Centre, Aldebaran Contracting, and Asprint. We'll have a short break and we'll be right back.
Hello and welcome to the Tatts Finke Desert Race.
And there is just such a great atmosphere here.
Central Lattender people have always welcomed people to our country, and tonight is no different. On behalf of all the traditional owners of Mbantua, we wish you a safe journey to the Finke and then back.
I got the phone call and they're like, look, what do you know about Finke? And I'm like, I'm in.
There's something in this red dirt out here that just seeps in the skin. And
Sorry that I have to race Finke.
Look, thank you. You can't come to this race half organised. You have to have a good team and really, put everything into this race. And
What were people's thoughts of this year's commentary team? Get the thumbs up. So we brought Rihanna and Keziah over this year to be our presenters, and then we had local broadcasters, our local commentary team of Josh Graveling and 2 of the boys from Method Race Wheels who were just fantastic. So all of them did a great job over the weekend. Next up, it's Class 8 for the bikes.
Class 8. Veterans 45 years of age and over.
So this is any bike size, but it's just for the old fellas. So in Class 8, in third place, in a time of 4 hours and 55 minutes, from Cessnock in New South Wales, number 881, Jason Gunther. In second place, from Alice Springs, in a time of 4 hours, 54 minutes and 59 seconds, he was just a minute quicker, number 804, and a two-time former champion, Rick Hall. And our winner of Class 8 this year, in a time of 4 hours, 49 minutes, from Muswellbrook in New South Wales, number 889, Mark Blake.
I'd just like to thank all the committee and volunteers, everyone that works hard to put on such a great event. Thanks Pete for getting us here to start with, and my family for coming across and sharing it with me as well, so thank you.
Weekend on a wave, yeah. It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what?
Thanks, Rick. Well, I think the common denominator there was the track was rough. I'm sure everyone can attest to that. Okay, we'll switch back to the cars now. Next up is the Sports Light.
Sports Light, buggy or extreme two-wheel drive with production car-based petrol engines with engine capacity for naturally aspirated engines to a maximum of 2,500cc or four-cylinder forced induction engines to a maximum capacity of 1,600cc.
And in the Sports Light class, in third place, 4 hours 48 minutes, number 1033, Alan Muir and Courtney Muir. In second place, in a time of 4 hours and 6 minutes, car 1018, the Bentley team, Sam Bentley, Hannah Bentley, Ben Chevelle and Hayden Bentley. And our Sports Light champions in a time of 4 hours and 3 minutes, car 1057, Rodney and Cody Visser.
Nobody else I told you that I never would. I told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay.
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the crew that come up and give me a hand. My son Cody for navigating with me. He's just started doing it and he's loving it. We had a ball. It was a fantastic event. My wife for letting me do it, and one of my best friends, Marty, he sort of helps me every Saturday and Sunday on the race car, and we have a few beers after, but that's just how it is. Thank you.
Got me feeling like I wanna be that guy. I wanna kiss your eyes. I wanna drink that smile. I wanna feel like my soul's on fire. I wanna stay up all day and all night. Yeah, you got me singing like, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. And we'll say, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers.
Congratulations to that Spotlight group. Well done. I mentioned before our volunteers. This year we had around 350 volunteers in all facets of work, from working at the street party, from registration, flag marshals, checkpoint staff, refuelling staff, sweep staff, admin staff, IT people. We had them in all areas. So they're a great bunch to work with, and some of them are here tonight. If you see a volunteer, buy them a drink. Okay, next up, performance two-wheel drive.
Performance two-wheel drive. Modified two-wheel drive not exceeding 6,000cc for petrol engines and 7,200cc for diesel engines.
Okay, performance two-wheel drive. We had just two finish on the podium in this class this year. In second place, in a time of 5 hours and 12 minutes, Andy Maxwell and Michael Putty.
You won't have to feel lonely when you are with me. Let me take you downtown.
And our performance two-wheel drive champions for 2022, a time of 4 hours and 13 minutes. That's pretty slick. Car 577, Chris Pickett, Brian Brown and Jeff Pickett.
Let me take you downtown. It's about to go down. Get high under all the city lights. You won't have to feel lonely when you are with me. Let me take you downtown. It's about to go down. Count the days when you're not with me. I'm going insane out my brain. Nobody will keep me and you're here. We're running away. Our escape. Let me take you downtown. It's about to go down. Get it high.
We would like to thank the whole crew that puts the show on. We've had a great time up here this year again. Thanks to our crew. We don't get anywhere without a crew. Everybody is the same boat. Thanks to our sponsors, Falcon Tyres, Anything Cars, Nugget Sheds and Carports in Weiler Excavations. Huge thanks to Peter and Dee Simpson. Last night when we rolled up down at Finke, we'd punched the back end of the transmission in. We went on the search for
a seal, but we couldn't find one, and they pulled their spare transmission apart and give us a whole rear tail housing, got us back here today, so it wouldn't have happened without them, so thank you very much. Cheers.
Congratulations to those performance two-wheel drive class winners. Can people hear me up the back? Righto, that's good. I could put on my race control voice, but I won't. Our True Blue sponsors for this year's Tatts Finke Desert Race included Red Centre Technology Partners, Thrifty Rent-A-Car, the NAB, Alice Traffic Management, High Tech, CPM, and Alice Springs Correctional Services, who keep the venue looking tip-top. Okay, next up, side-by-side sport.
Side-by-side sport. Off-road recreational vehicles including Can-Am and Polaris, with a naturally aspirated engine of a capacity not exceeding 1200 cc.
Side-by-side sport in second place, two finishes, in a time of 5 hours and 21 minutes. Car 6683, Samuel Kremen, Stuart Glover and Andrew Kremen. And the champions in the side-by-side sport class, in a time of 5 hours and 12 minutes, car 6601, John Wiss and Emily Brandle.
Did I win the lottery, or am I gonna pay? Damn, you got me like Bitcoin and like Doge. I'm rich with you beside me, 'cause you're not coin-based. But you're perfectly dysfunctional. You crazy like my mama.
All right, first I want to thank Mel and Melissa Brandle for giving me their daughter to Nevi for me, because she calls me a crazy driver, so she still wants to do it. Also, the presentation talks about Can-Ams and Polarises. I actually drive a Yamaha, so that's maybe should change a little bit. Also, thanks to my daughter Natasha and her husband Tim for coming out here and driving the truck and buggy, the truck and the trailer up and down. Obviously Yamaha, they helped me a lot because it's a machine with a lot of electronics. Tensor tires, that has done me an awful lot of good with making the machine a bit lighter. Because when you hear the pro buggies and the pro lights talking today in the end of the race from, oh, it was so rough. They should try it in a short wheel Yamaha with 87 horsepower on the wheel. It's really rough. All right? Thank you very much for the organizations, and I hope to be back one day.
Baby, please don't say that I'm drunk on a dream. It's been one day and 2 nights. I don't wanna go home. Now it's too late for goodbyes. You're the one that I want in the dark. You're my highlight. Even though it's been one day and only 2 nights, I just just wanna go dum, da-da-dum, all night. Wanna watch you go dum, dum, da-da-dum, all night. Love it when we go dum, da-da-dum, all night. Even though it's been one day and only two nights. Like a summer in the sky, yeah, you look like paradise. What's your number? What's the vibe? Can we just lose track of time? Baby, please, don't say that I'm drunk on your dream. It's been one day and two nights.
Congratulations to the side-by-side sport. Next up is the side-by-side turbo.
Side-by-side turbo. Off-road recreational vehicles including Can-Am and Polaris with a supercharged, turbocharged engine capacity not exceeding 2,050 cc.
And I must correct myself there, it's the side-by-side pro class. This is hotly contested, this class. I reckon there's about 65 of you in that class. In third place, in time of 4 hours and 10 minutes, car 6122, James Cook and Mitch Orcote. In second place, just 2 minutes ahead of them, in 408, car 604, Jeff McNiven and Jake Nicholson. And our side-by-side pro class champions for 2022, a time of 4 hours and 4 minutes, car 699, Peter Carr and Matthew Wyndham.
Very excited to get this win. Had a couple of tough years, or more than a couple. Firstly, massive thanks to Matt, my navvy, mechanic, the transport driver, and he's basically my race wife. Greg and Alison Campbell from GRC for the great build on the car and just all the support they give me, and just being around them over the weekends, they make it such an enjoyable sport to be involved in. Same thing, Brett Comiskey and the CMS boys. Brett's been so great to me for so many years, and it's great to spend these weekends hanging out with them. The sponsors of these events, Kinchrome and Method Wheels. I was on the Method Wheels and Tensor tyres. They were really awesome. The class is just getting such great support, and it's great to see, and I think it's really helping off-road racing in Australia. So congratulations to the other boys here. They put up a great fight. I really had to work for it today. I drove pretty much as hard as I could, and the thing held together. So yeah, thanks everyone.
Slips from your hand when there's no time for jumping. There's a hole in between. Oh, you don't mean nothing at all to me. No, you don't mean nothing at all to me.
That was a great competition to see the side-by-side pro. Okay, next up we have our fastest female category, which is named after Kay Wharton, former Alice Springs resident, former competitor in the Finke Desert Race and the Australian Safari, and this acknowledges the fastest women on the bikes. And in third place, in position number 273, time of 6 hours and 4 minutes from Alice Springs, Alexandra Long. In second place, in position number 238, time of 5 hours and 55 minutes, from Perth in Western Australia, number 498, Casey Crisp. And the fastest female on two wheels in 2022, in position number 82, in under 5 hours, 4 hours 58, from Mauriac in Victoria. No surprises here, Danielle Foote.
I wanna slow what you're buying. I wanna feel like your ass in Hawaii. I want that life, I'm forgetting flying. Shoot a shot in your mouth while I'm riding. Why me? A sign of the times every time that I speak. A dime and a nine, it was mine every week. What a time and a kind, God was shining on me. Now I can't leave. And now I'm acting hella elite. Never want the niggas that's in my league. I wanna fuck the ones I envy. Cocaine and drinking with your friends. You live in the dark, boy, I cannot pretend. I'm not faced, only here to sin. If you've been in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way like Hey, hey, call me by your name. Tell me you love me, baby. Call me by your name. Don't act if you're lying. You want me? Call me, I'll drop everything. Come and join me. 'Cause I'm about to say, fuck it, that's right.
And they were the three fastest female bike riders in the 2022 Tatts Finke Desert Race. Next up, Class 7 bikes.
Class 7, seniors 40 to 44 years of age.
Pretty good times in this class. Class 7 bikes, up to 44 years, 40 to 44. In third place, time of 4 hours and 32 minutes, bike 799, Jason Stewart. In second place, time of 4 hours and 10 minutes, from Alice Springs, Brad Wilkinson. And our champion in the Class 7 seniors class, he's been a four-time King of the Desert before, a time of just 3 hours and 50 minutes, from Kelso in New South Wales, Ben Grabham.
First up, I'd just like to say a big thanks to the Finke Committee and all the sponsors who make this awesome event possible. Massive thanks to Rick Hall and his amazing family. They put up with me for a couple of months of the year, living like a gypsy at their house, so big thank you to you. Massive thanks to Matt Ryan and his lovely family for keeping me a bit motivated and trying to give it to some of these young boys up here, and just had a lot of fun. It's good to be back here.
We're all scared to fly, still we try. Learn to be brave, see the other side. Won't you lead me there? Have no fear. Close your eyes, find paradise. Oh my, my, my. There's 1,000 miles between you and I. Oh my, my, my.
Great result in Class 7. Gee, popular riders, those three. Okay, and next up is Class 6 in the bikes.
Class 6, Masters 35 to 39 years of age.
So we're going down in 5-year increments here. Class 6 in the bikes. They can ride any bike. It's just an age category. In third place, in 4 hours and 28 minutes, bike 631, Corey Banks. In second place, in 4 hours and 14 minutes, bike 680, Jason Parker. And our Class 6 champion for 2022, time of just 4 hours and 11 minutes, from Cable Beach in Western Australia, number 695, Thomas O'Connell.
I don't know what you heard about me, but you won't get me out on that beat. All your hustle tricks are so cheap. You're just a mother, it's a PIMP. Do you think it's that easy? Do you think you're gonna get me? Just for telling me you want me. I'm sorry, not sorry, no. Come on, boy, what happened to your manners? Come on, boy, you know it really matters, yeah. Well, you won't get me sitting there in your fast cars, windows down, bad songs lasting out, cat calls, but you don't know my name. You don't know my name. I don't know what you heard about me, but you won't get me out on that D. Boy, your hustle tricks are so cheap. You're just a mother, it's a PIMP. I don't know what you heard about me, but you won't get me out on that D. Boy, your hustle tricks are so cheap. You're just a mother, it's a PIMP. I don't know what you heard about me, but you won't get me out on that D. Boy, your hustle tricks are so cheap. You're just a mother, it's a PIMP. I don't know what you heard about me, but you won't get me out on that D. Boy, your hustle tricks are so cheap. You're just a mother, it's a PIMP.
Doesn't seem like Tom O'Connell's here. Does anyone know him? Doesn't matter, he's still the champion. Okay, photo's been taken of Class 6. A quick break and then we're back for the pro lights.
He's away.
In the fastest side-by-sides in the Can-Am with a time of 5 minutes and 9 seconds, we have Peter Carr.
After last year, I missed out on this position by 0.2 of a second, so it was good to get the top spot this year.
The winners for the Method Race Wheels Prologue overall in a time of 4 minutes and 42 seconds, we have Toby Price and Jason Duncan.
We got the luxury today. I think tomorrow is going to be a different story. So, yeah, we got a good starting position for tomorrow.
And we have our overall winner in the bikes, Jacob Smith. Congratulations.
Probably left a few seconds out there, to be honest. So it's just part A, I guess, of what we've got to do this weekend, and now focus on the race.
times have been tough. Here at Imparja, we want to help our customers get back to business and reconnect with their own customers. Television viewing levels are at an all-time high, so now is the time to reach out through TV. And to make it easy, we offer complete commercial production and airtime solutions tailored to your specific needs. Our advertisers have been advertising with us for years, and that says something. Whether you've used Imparja previously or are new to our station, give us a call. We'd love to help.
Okay, you are watching the 2022 Tatts Finke Desert Race presentation night if you're on the live stream, brought to you by TAB. The next class we're going to present is the Pro Light Buggies.
Pro Light. Buggies with engines up to 3,500cc, naturally aspirated.
Pro Light class in third place in the Pro Lights, time of 3 hours and 53 minutes. Is car 177, Mel Brandle and Liam Brandle. In second place, in 3 hours and 42 minutes, the team of Jason Richards, Christy Richards and Sam Richards. And our champions in the Pro Light class, this is a remarkable time, in 3 hours and 28 minutes, car 120, the team of Brent Martin, Andre De Simone and Ben Dawson.
Thank you. Just want to thank, we come up here with a real small team. There's only a few of us. Dad flew up and we teamed up with some guys. We'd never even met them before we got here, and they did our recovery, all team 88. So just met those guys here and they hooked us up, so thank them a lot. Also Dee and Peter Simpson for helping us out as well. And also the competitors that come behind us, 4th and 5th or whatever it was, were the ones that helped us out down at Finke to get the car going. So that's what it's all about. Thank you.
We need to talk. Why not? Why not? Just hold me tight. Save it for the morning. Hold me close and just enjoy the moment. Let's not mix these strings with our emotions. Let's not blow this way out of proportion. Save it for the morning. Save it for the morning. Save it for the Let's call it Tuesday. All of our friends are here. Put your hands on my waist, baby. We ain't gotta make.
Next up in the on the four wheels is the Pro Buggies.
Pro. Buggies with engines not exceeding 6,000cc for petrol engines and 7,200cc for diesel engines.
Okay, the Pro class, great class to watch. They all are. I love them. Never had the opportunity to compete in four wheels. Went around the prologue track one day with Brad Gallard. Absolutely myself. In third place in the pro class, Time of 3 hours and 34 minutes. Car 41, Tyler Owen and Max Owen. Second place in the pro class. Time of 3 hours and 32 minutes. Former 5-time champion, car 33, Shannon and Ian Wrench. And our champion in the pro class, time of 3 hours and 23 minutes, car 93, Aaron James.
You take your aim, far away, far away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am
Yeah, thanks for that. Congratulations to the Finke committee and particularly all the crowd for adhering to the new rules. It was fantastic to be able to push hard without too much concern for the crowd, so well done. I'd like to thank my long-standing crew of Trapper Foreman and Luce, been with me for a long time, done a marvellous job, and particularly my family. We're only a small team. We just like to have a bit of a crack. We do get some support though from some businesses. This wouldn't be possible without the support of Shane Wilson. Probably got more wins at off-road racing than anybody, greatest engine builder around, I reckon. Force Metal Fabrications and Quick Picks. Thanks very much.
9:05 in the evening, I'm all up in my feelings. So calling your phone cause I can't get enough. And I got work in the morning, early in the morning. But who needs sleep when we're loving it up? Oh, and what I gotta do this the hard way. My body wants to be in your arms, baby. Something I'll regret in the morning. But I just can't resist when you call it. I got a bed, but I'd rather be yours tonight. I got a bed, but I'd rather be yours. That's what I said when I call you on the phone tonight. I got a bed, but I'd rather be yours.
Congratulations to the podium finishers in the pro class. Our next car class is the Super 1650.
Super 1650. Buggies with engines not exceeding 1650cc.
Only had one finisher in the Super 1650 class, so they are our champion for 2022. They finished in a time of 7 hours and 1 minute. The team of Simon Tucker, Kyle Tucker, Lucy Tucker in car 220.
First of all, big shout out to the volunteers. Events like this wouldn't occur without them. They do a lot of behind the scenes stuff, as you know. Finke Committee, sponsors, my sponsors, Gulf Western Oils, SC Tucker Transport, my wife with the checkbook, the shout out to my crew, Cookie and Dylan. They saw us right down the Finke end. We had a few dramas, hence the time to go down and back. All the other Class 2 drivers, even though you didn't get down or back, to give you an idea, the prologue, the first 3 cars was only 2 seconds difference. So that gives you an idea of how competitive this class is, and it's good. I love it. It's, commiserations, they couldn't get down and back, and it would have been good to shake their hands up here, but they're all a good bunch of blokes, and we love it. Thank you.
Think I might say something stupid. La 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 la, like I want ya. La 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 la, like I need ya. Told myself no, 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 no. But here I go. I'ma la 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 lose it. No, I can't be here with your head. My baby, no. 'Cause I might say something stupid. La 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 la.
Congratulations to our champion in the Super 1650 class. Next up is Class 5 in the bikes.
Class 5, 251cc to 450cc 4-stroke.
Third place in Class 5 in the bikes on a gas. Haven't called many of those. In 3 hours and 55 minutes, X49, Jason McGrath. Got a few mates over there. In second place, in a time of 3 hours and 47 minutes, bike number X05, Ivan Long. And our champion in Class 5 in 3 hours and 42 minutes from Currajong in New South Wales, number 17, Corey McMahon.
First of all, just a massive shout out to the whole Finke committee and all the associated sponsors with an awesome event yet again. Only my second one here and I really enjoyed it and I'll definitely be back next year. Special mention goes out to Hazy and Walshy. I wouldn't be anywhere without you two boys. You've taught me the ropes like no tomorrow. It is from the bottom of my heart appreciation to you two boys. Thank you. My whole family, this is a big sacrifice for us coming from Sydney to come and put in a proper effort out here. My pop's been out here with me for a month now, pre-running, 70-year-old pre-running up and down the Finke track. That's not a small ask for an old boy. So massive thank you to him, mum and dad, for just everything they've done for me. The whole crew that's come along with me, all my friends, all my sponsors, the whole Gas, Blair's Tyres, Central Coast Small Goods team. You've absolutely done an awesome job this weekend. The bike was faultless. Apro, you built an absolute weapon of a 450 gas. So thank you so much, Carusi. You're a mechanic for the off-roads and you've just got another championship with Walshy, so massive congratulations to you. CTI, O'Neill, CDA Australia, Moto Kit for putting all these uniforms together and getting us looking professional, which is good to see out here. And there's a massive crew with us, and Gurney, Bell, O'Neill, Suttos, WP, Choice, Jolsey and Ash there had the bike handling all sweet all weekend. So just a massive all in family, friends. Thank you to everyone. This means a lot to me. It's one of the biggest achievements I've had to date, and fourth outright in my second year doing it, so it's only going to go up from here. So thank you, everyone.
Pretty slick class that. Corey, they were great words. Congratulations. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to the 2022 presentation night of the Tatts Finke Desert Race, brought to you by TAB. Next up, we're going to present Class 4 in the bikes.
Class 4, up to 250cc four-stroke.
These are the smaller four-strokes in Class 4. In third place in Class 4, time of 4 hours and 52 minutes. Bike 425, Seth Carpenter. Second place in Class 4, time of 4 hours and 21. Bike 457, Rory Hill. Our Class 4 champion in time of 4 hours and 10 minutes, bike 499, Billy Hargy.
Freak, my name be honest. You gon' know about it when we come through. Bad bitches coming in twos. Ain't nobody telling what we gon' do. When we run through, yeah, yeah. Diamonds on us popping out the sunroof. Red bottoms up on those shoes. Licking off shots like when we run through, yeah, yeah. Big enough for me to call you Papa. Popping like I'm over it and back up. Think the head like Medulla oblongata.
Firstly, I'd just like to say massive thanks to the whole Simford group. They did all my field stops and they've been catering for me all weekend and made my job a lot easier. And just obviously all my sponsors, so Husqvarna, Motorex, Rock Motorcycles, DMK Stickers and PGA Rendering, Win Homes, CA Constructions, Warhope Concreting, Big Red Carpet Cleaning. Yeah, and my massive thanks to my dad. He's been out here catering for me for 3 weeks now, so massive reps to him, taking so much time off work so I can have the best run down at Finke I can. And my Uncle Paul, Jesse back at home for spinning the spinners, yeah, the list goes on forever and ever. Massive thanks to the Finke community for running such a great event, and yeah, I hope to see you all next year. Thanks.
I can remember a few years back the Simford team was sitting down here and would roar every time anybody won. Are you all getting a bit older up there? I remember you used to rev me up every time I spoke. Okay, Class 3 bikes.
Class 3, up to 250cc two-stroke.
Okay, these are the little two-stroke bangers, these ones. However, they're pretty quick. Third place in Class 3, 5 hours and 23 minutes. Bike 343, Cooper Van Vliet. In second place, just 1.5 minutes ahead, in 5 hours 21:40, bike 313, Luke Nixon. And our Class 3 champion for 2022, in 4 hours and 58 minutes, bike 399, Danielle Foote.
It keeps them motivated. Know how it sounds, but I feel it's just the way I like to live. Why is that so wrong? Maybe I'm the sinner, and maybe I'm the worst. But even though I'm bad, I know exactly how this works. You can call me crazy.
First off, I'd just like to thank the Simford Motorsport Group for all the help this weekend. GRC Motorsports, Greg at GRC Motorsports for the help on the Can-Am. Mototech, McLeod's Accessories, MotorX, Bridgestone, Dad for getting me back there and back in the Can-Am. Couldn't have done it without him. Griffo in the helicopter, he sent it down on the way back so I could actually make my start in the bike. So Sean, Lorenzo, Scott for travelling with us in the Can-Am. Yolanda for making the trip up. Welcome to Alice Springs. Mum and my sister Mackenzie, my grandparents, everyone at the pit stops, they did an awesome job, got me out of there quickly. And the Finke committee and volunteers for working with us all this weekend. We wouldn't have made it happen with the double this weekend without them. So massive thank you to them and the boys for keeping me on my toes.
Congratulations to the Class 3 two-strokers. Now we're up to the Class 2 in the bikes.
Class 2, 451cc and above, four-stroke.
Class 2, these are the big bore four strokes in the bike category. In third place, might have seen these three gentlemen before. Third place in Class 2 in 3 hours and 38.52, Jack Simpson. In second place in 3 hours and 38.09. There's not much between those two. From Condobolin in New South Wales, number 9, Jacob Smith. And the Class 2 bike champion for 2022 in 3 hours and 35, bike number 1, David Walsh.
You're spinning through my mind like a hurricane, calling out your name in the heavy rain, blowing through my mind like a hurricane. I'm losing my faith in the heavy
And now it's the last of the bike classes, bikes Class 1.
Class 1, 251cc and above, two-stroke.
Previously referred to as the open two-stroke class. In third place, in 5 hours and 12 minutes, bike 121, Jackson Murphy. In second place, in 4 hours and 45 minutes, bike 115, Josh Harris. And the bike's Class 1 champion for 2022 in 4 hours and 18 minutes. That's pretty slick. Kyle Simpson. Congratulations to Class 1. Unfortunately, Kyle Simpson couldn't be here. He's feeling a bit poorly, but I'm sure that'll cheer him up, taking home that trophy. Righto, right now, whilst you're watching presentation night brought to you by Tab, it's time for the highlights reel.
The winners for the Method Race Wheels Prologue overall in a time of 4 minutes and 42 seconds, we have Toby Price and Jason Duncan.
We got the luxury today. I think tomorrow is going to be a different story. So, yeah, we got a good starting position for tomorrow.
And we have our overall winner in the bikes, Jacob Smith. Congratulations.
Probably left a few seconds out there, to be honest. So it's just part A, I guess, of what we've got to do this weekend, and now focus on the race.
Too much heavy foot, too much adrenaline pumping. Well, they said, you know, first rollover, you might as well do it in style, so won't be doing it again. So.
Toby Price, outstanding effort. King of the Desert once again. How good is that?
Yeah, it's unreal. That's one that kind of counts the most. Everyone's here at this race, and we had really good conditions at this one. So yeah, to get that 8th one in our hands is yeah, something pretty special.
Sometimes I think I'm crazy myself, but
yeah, I've almost had the taste a couple of times. That Toby's very quick, very hard to beat.
Yeah, it is. I think it's a memory we'll never forget.
Yeah, it's his first full race, so we're over the moon. He's drove like a champ.
Oh yeah, we try to get here every year, so we faster and carry a bit more fuel next year, so we can just hold the pinned all the way.
Yeah, it means everything. This is the race we all want to win. It's the one we all put the effort into. It's a massive field. I think there's about 60 of us in it, so to win that is very rewarding.
Yeah, I'm speechless. Just glad my wife's still got that baby inside, so we're good.
So congratulations to both Apache Media and Global Headquarters for putting that together, and for some of the drivers for their vision. You can see how important it was for spectators to move back with that pretty spectacular end over end at 35. Okay, now we're going to present the top 10 cars with their plates for this year. So if the top 10 finishers can come out as I call them up, we'll get a group photo. In position number 10, car 31, Kent Battle and Heath Lawson. In position number 9, car 410, Greg Gartner, Jamie Jennings, Mark Hannaford. In position 8, car 447, Brent Smoothie and Reece Burgess. In position number 7, car 49, Jake and Kate Swinglehurst. Position number 6, car 818. It's the Bentley team, Hayden, Hannah, Sam, Bentley and Viv Coe. Position number 5, Tyler Owen and Max Owen, car 41. Position number 4, car 33, Shannon and Ian Wrench. Position number 3, car 120, the team of Brent Martin, Andre de Simone and Ben Dawson. In position 2, car 93, Aaron James. And in position 1, 487, Toby Price and Jason Duncan.
Don't give up while you're trying to save us. I'm trying not to get wasted, love. Wake me up, oh tell me I'm dreaming the same. This ain't another wasted love. La, 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 wasted love. La, 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 my emotions overflowing, ocean takes me to the point I can't control myself. If I knew how to find the words I tell you, I admit that sometimes I can use your help. Keep making hearts and pieces, I know I'm the only reason. I'm afraid you're getting over us. Wasted love, don't give up while you're trying to save us. I'm trying not to get wasted, love. Wake me up, oh tell me I'm doing the same. This ain't another wasted love. La, 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 wasted love. La, 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 wasted love.
They were the 10 fastest cars over the weekend. If I can have Matt back up from Tatts Group, or the lot. And we'll do the outright winners, of which you'll see some of those again. In outright third position this year was a Pro Light. In a time of 3 hours 28 minutes, car 121, Brent Martin, Andre de Simone and Ben Dawson.
Very long nights, sitting with my girl, sip on wine like I don't know about you, don't know you. There's something in his eyes, he's keeping secrets. I don't know about you, don't know you.
In second place, time of 3 hours 23. Car 93, Aaron James. And our champion in 2022 with an overall time of blistering time of 3 hours and 21 minutes. Defending champion, car 487, Jason Dunstan and Toby Price.
Toda la noche rompemos, al otro día volvemos. Tú sabes cómo lo hacemos, baby. Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend the dinero. We party to the extremo, baby. Toda la noche rompemos, al otro día volvemos. Tú sabes cómo lo hacemos, baby. Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend the dinero. We party to the extremo, 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 extremo.
I always forget to thank my partner. So first off, that's the first thing I do. Thank you, Hannah. She's come up and we've made a bit of a holiday of it. And yeah, thank you very much. Also the boys' families at home. You know, it's a big commitment to come up here and work on the cars, and yeah, so it's we thank them a lot. Well done to Toby and Jason. Absolute beasts going down the track. Yeah, had nothing for them. We'll come back with a bigger engine and see what we can do. Thanks.
Yeah, again, I'd just like to thank Shane Wilson Competition Race Engines, Force Metal Fabrication and Quick Bits, and particularly my family. Thanks very much, guys.
Yeah, just basically thank all my crew and everyone again. Big thank you to all the spectators. You definitely listened to all the 20-metre rule and everything, so made it a lot better and enjoyable for us to actually go and race. So yeah, big thanks to Finke once again putting the event on. It's always a good time coming out here, and the crowd and spectators are unreal. So big thanks, and we'll see you guys again next year. Yoo.
To the rhythm of the beat, ba 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 ba. To the rhythm of the beat, ba 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 ba. Waves as they're rolling, as they're growing, can't control them. Caught in a haze up on the ceiling. You got me feeling I must be dreaming. To the rhythm of the beat, ba 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 ba. To the rhythm of the beat, ba 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 ba. Sweet dreams of your love, keeping me up, can't get enough. Sweet dreams of your touch, do what you want, just keep it up.
Congratulations to the outright top three, but also to all competitors this year. We've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you have too. It's been a tough gig this year. We put a lot of work into getting the spectator stuff right, or as right as it can be. I've spoken to most of you that have come off the podium, and you've said that the spectator behaviour was considerably better this year, and that you're more comfortable in the run down and then on the run back. So I'm very pleased that that worked. Okay, the final presentation for the night are the top 30 riders from this year's bike section, and I will call them out. If they can come up here, we have a plate, we'll take a group photo. In position 30, Kyle Simpson. In position 29, Joshua Briley. In position 28, Bo Taylor. Position 27, Matthew Prott. In position 26, Jesse Moore. Position 25, Jason Parker. Position 24, Thomas O'Connell. Position 23, Callum Heberman. Position 22, Daniel Banks. Position 21, Brad Wilkinson. Position 20, Billy Hargie. Yeah, Billy. Billy. Inside the top 20, number 19, Bradley Greenfield. On you, Braddo. Position 18, Jake Coleman. Position 17, Ryan Cossins. On you, Ryan. Position 16, Samuel Stockman. Position 15, Jaden Pilgrim. Position 14, Dean Ross. Position 13, Jackson McGrath. Position 12, Sam Handley. That's better. Position 11, Cody Stevens. Position 10, Rick Ireland. In position 9, Ben Grabham. Position 8, Sam Davey. Position 7, Luke Hayes. Position 6, Ivan Long. Position 5, Brodie Waters. Position 4, he's ready to jump up, Corey McMahon. Position 3, Jack Simpson. Position 2, Jacob Smith. And our bike champion in number 1 place was David Walsh.
Some road, and I'm looking for want somebody come and help me carry this load. I need the dollar, dollar, dollar is what I need. Well, I need the dollar, dollar, dollar is what I need. Till I need the dollar, dollar, dollar is what I need. If I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me? I had a job, but the boss man let me go. He said, I'm sorry, but I won't be needing your help no more. I said, please, Mr. Boss Man, I need this job more than you know. But he gave me my last paycheck and he sent me on out the door. I need the dollar, dollar, dollar is what I need. Well, I need the dollar, dollar, dollar is what I need. Till I need the dollar, dollar, dollar is what I need. If I share with you, I'll show you. You share your dollar with me. Maybe it's inside the bottle. 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 Like mama may have missed a child that's got its own. If God's plans for me, I hope it ain't written in stone. Because I've been working myself down to the bone. And I swear on Grandpa's grave, I'll be paid when I come home. I need the dollar, dollar, dollar is what I need. Well, I need the dollar, dollar, dollar is what I need. Till I need the dollar, dollar, dollar is what I need. If I share with you my story, you share your dollar with me. Come on, share your dollar with me. Go ahead, share your dollar with me. Come on, share your dollar, give me your dollar, share your dollar with me. Come on, share your dollar with me. Go ahead, share your dollar with me. Come on, share your dollar, give me your dollar, share your dollar with me. Hey, hey.
I'd like to thank Gary Blizzard. Thank you.
Freaky people getting it on. It doesn't make me nervous. If anything, I'm restless. Yeah, I've been around and I see it all. I get on my got the munchies, binging on my Twinkies. Throw up in the top, then I go to sleep. And I'm drinking all the money. Things are going a long way. You're gone and I gotta say hi all the time to keep you in my mind.
Congratulations to those top 30 bike competitors. And why do we do the top 30? It's when you've got 550 riders. If you don't finish in the top 20, often you miss out on a trophy. So we've given everyone who's in the top 30 some recognition. So congratulations to all of those. Well, that brings tonight's presentation night presented by TAB to a conclusion. Thank you everybody for participating in this year's Tatts Finke Desert Race and for coming along tonight. And if I could just have you all go home with one thought, and that is that tomorrow, 14th of June, is the anniversary of when Nigel Harris passed away. So I'd just like you to spare a thought for the family in Canberra tomorrow. Thank you to the production team tonight. Thank you to my committee. Thank you all. We'll see you next year for the 47th instalment of the Tatts Finke Desert Race. Thank you.
I'm losing it.